Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the new KULUSEVSKI card to check out. It's going to go ahead and complete the SBC, do the gameplay objective, all that good stuff. So he's 6'1", high medium work rates, left-footed, 4-star skills, they 4-star weak foot. No 99 for anything like it was for Bamford. Player traits, he's got finesse shot, swerve, technical dribbler, chip shot, flare, passes. Okay. Some interesting traits to work with. Okay, so his dribbling has been formatted to be in the mid-90s area, so you don't have to give him an engine chemistry style. Good. Okay, cool. So this card we're going to give probably a hunter to, with pace obviously being very, very important in this game. I do feel like that's going to be the best choice for this card. With the hunter, we will be improving his pace, his shooting capabilities to work with the traits that he has. Base card stats are passing for a player that you are mostly going to be using in these sided positions is in a decent area. Dribbling being in the mid-90s area without feeling the need to improve it is definitely a W for this card. He actually has some defensive capabilities, so if you decide to use this card as your attacking oriented center mid, playing in that left or right sided area, it wouldn't be a horrible choice to work with because he's a taller player at 6'1", so he can actually do some defensive stuff for you from time to time, right? Physical stats, he does have a 91 for stamina, 85 for strength, so some pretty decent stuff to work with there. So I'm gonna go ahead and complete the SBC, do the objectives, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we unlocked the card. Honestly, this time I went to just go do it in squad battles because crossing the ball is a pain since this game is a park the bus meta. So yeah, just gonna give him the hunter chemistry style. And let's see here, 4-2-3-1. I'm gonna play him up top so we can actually test him out. Mbappe here, and then we'll just try it out like this. Okay, cool. Let's go try him out.
Today, depending upon circumstances. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Well, it's been a good campaign for them. They just
could be saved, but still a chance.
Okay, FIFA stuff. Flick, shoot right away. Never know.
Skipping away.
Oh, it was a good finesse shot too. Very good.
Well, DEJAN KULUSEVSKI is now big chance here, Derek.
And that's what happens when you have the chip shot trait. I'm telling you, man, it's so much better when you have it. Every single time, bro. Oh, that reach was nuts. Just needed a small little poke right there. Yeah, I want to try a strike from a rough angle there. See what would happen. Yep, has a finesse shot trait, so he's definitely going to bang those in whenever given the opportunity. It would be nice, you know, if you were actually blocking the area and EA were to reward you, but, you know.
And good use of advantage, the referee allowing play to continue.
Oh, he actually did really well right there. His physical was very helpful.
Chance to cross. Mbappe.
Oh, I tried working on his left foot there. Unlucky, unlucky.
Good bit of pressing.
See, he actually does some defensive stuff there. Good first time touch. Under pressure does well. If I actually get the timing on that, I'm good. So that's obviously one of the main things you're going to have to work with is the rough dribbling, right? So you don't want to do too much left stick stuff with him, regardless of the 95 minimum for, or not minimum, but 95 average for dribbling. He's a big guy, right? So kind of makes sense. That's why base card stats being improved is always important, guys, because the way the dribbling works in this game.
advise giving the ball away in that position. Patient enough build-up. Can they carve out a chance? Opportunity here.
That works. That works. Good finish. He had to try it with his weak foot there to see if it would go in. Good stuff. That doesn't matter. A white time shot will still do it. But you can tell that he has really good finesse shots. Like, it's really, really good. That's why I keep saying in certain, like, shooting animation styles that he does sometimes, I'm like, oh, if I green that, like, that's for sure a goal. Because you can tell that he has a really solid animation for it. See, I do that skill move to try to use my body ahead of the defender, and then I can just kind of just push in, you know?
Is it going to end up being productive for them? Putting his body on the line.
Oh, I got super lucky with that second shot there. Yeah, that one I didn't put too much power on it. He also did that weird like dribble animation there. I was kind of like mess with him.
DEJAN KULUSEVSKI. Long way out this.
Even the outside foot shot he can bang. Look at that.
Going again. Swift response required after the setback. Now options are plenty. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent.
Sounds good. Sounds good. His shooting is very, very solid. Like, his animation choices, it's just very good. Like, the only main thing you have to work with is obviously the dribbling, because he's very physical oriented, but the shooting comes off great. If you get into those areas, he's pretty solid.
Well, as you can see, the visitors have had most of the ball. Yes, they've played well when going forward. It's been
Manual goalkeeping. First time strike. Oh, that is a super low percentage. You guys know those ones already.
Well, the attack looks promising.
He's still accurate with that, eh? That's so weird.
And he keeps going. Hakimi. Now with Mbappe. Can they convert? He must finish.
Nice. Had to time the L1 dribbling there a little bit. You can see me tap it one time to kind of like just face the net. Very, very helpful to do.
Response now. Well, possibilities in the centre.
Ah. I try to like control it to go back on the inside. But obviously he's going to be standing there, right? You have to work with the dribbling a little bit, with the physical and stuff. Gonna be thrown off a bit. Touch. Okay, green. Good save.
KULUSEVSKI makes his way in field.
Ah, almost. Almost, man. Really far, too.
Is it going to end up being productive for them?
Ah, under pressure, weak foot. Gonna be thrown off a bit there. Nope.
Very fine read. Safe pair of
Ah, the chip shot animation doesn't even register. It's too close to the goalkeeper there.
brilliantly. Surely.
That works. Super unfortunate, but you know what this promo is? This promo is basically just releasing cards that are going to be usable in the meta of the gameplay for a fair enough price as an SBC player. That's what this promo is. Because none of these cards are like top tier meta, but the things that they've added to them to allow them to be played properly in the meta of the gameplay is what makes them cool, right? So obviously with KULUSEVSKI, people who are Spurs fans will definitely be very happy about this card because Danjuma's out, KULUSEVSKI's out. You get a nice little Spurs link to work with there. With this card, guys, You can genuinely use him either on the left side or the right side. I would suggest usually using a card like this on the left side because most of your goal scoring opportunities revolve around strong foot on the strong side, right? So if you're playing him as a left attacking mid, with him being a left-footed player, it'd probably be the most ideal to use him in that way. Now, what's interesting about Kulusevski's card is that this card existed during that time period, right? And you know, nothing crazy special, to be honest with you. It was an SBC that I'm pretty sure I told people to avoid. It's like nothing too crazy, even with the upgrades. At the time, it was a lengthy meta, right? You gave him an architect chemistry style. He was on a lengthy, but the card was just super like whatever. Like it was just the lengthy of the running that made the card interesting. With this card, it's a little bit different because if you provide him with the hunter chemistry style, you'll have decent enough pace in the meta of this gameplay. You don't need to have him on a lengthy because of that stuff, right? Although I won't lie, if he was a lengthy on a hunter, that would be crazy. But then you would also not have good dribbling capabilities, which wouldn't be great, right? Now, regardless of him having mid-90s for dribbling stats, because he is a 6'1" player at a high and average body type, you're still going to feel those dribbling stats in game. But I like that EA have an understanding of their gameplay situation and they gave him base card stats of dribbling stats. Honestly, if they did the same thing to this card as they did to the Patrick Bamford, it's not like they'd be making him overpowered because the dribbling will work a certain way regardless because of the fact that he's 6'1" high and average body type. Unless your gameplay is good, which obviously rarely happens, right? On a hunter, you know what? His shooting actually came off pretty nicely. I would say a Hawk would not be a horrible choice either if you want to give him a little bit of extra physical, but I do feel like most people are going to provide him with the hunter chemistry style because of the fact that you will be giving him a pace boost that is important for the meta of this game, as well as a shooting boost. His pace is decent enough, but it's not going to be like super fast, right? Like some players that have a certain body type and all that kind of stuff, like they just blitz past people, right? Like when you use someone like Mbappe, right? Just as an example, I'm not going to just compare it to the team of the year Mbappe, but just showing you guys something. I always have to clarify that because people are like, oh, he's comparing to Mbappe. No. Unique body type with 99.99. This card's rapid in game, right? But there's some cards like Walcott who have high 99. I think it's the same thing, right? Like he's also 99. Let me see. Walcott. Yeah, he's also 99.99. Doesn't run the same as Kylian Mbappe's card, right? He just doesn't run the same as him. So with stuff like that, because he's physical, you do feel the physical side to him. But obviously with the added traits that they've given to this card, it's much more usable in the meta of this gameplay, right? And you have to understand that the SBC is 28k. So they understand that they're not giving you crazy meta cards. They're giving you cards that are usable in the meta of the gameplay, and they're not overcharging them. That's why the promo's a W, in my opinion, right? So, so far, again, nothing too crazy. Honestly, Mason Mount's probably not going to be like too crazy meta, but like who cares? They're 28k. They're cards you can use that are different, that are really usable, right? Like they actually do perform decently well. The main thing that you are going to work with Kulusevski, guys, is obviously going to be with dribbling, right? You want to pass and go as much as possible to kind of score your opportunities. His body type will be sometimes, or his dribbling will sometimes be a nuisance in certain situations, but he will overcome it with different variables on the card, right? So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.